Now joining us live, yes, we can see her, but we can't hear her yet because I do have her mic down. Joining us is a truly inspiring woman, absolutely inspiring, whose work has touched lives across education, mental health, our wider community. Dr. Helen Kalaboukas is a director, she's a counsellor, an educator, and founder of the Centre for Emotional Intelligence. With decades of experience spanning universities, community organisations, international teaching, she is dedicated to her career to emotional wellbeing, leadership, and cultural connection. She's been recognised with multiple awards for her innovative work, has lectured globally, and continues to be a powerful voice across media on social, cultural, and psychological issues. And this Friday, May the 1st, Dr. Kalaboukas will be hosting Australia's biggest morning tea at Huntingdale Hall in Oakleigh from 10:30am to 12:30pm. This special event is all about support, hope, and empowerment for those affected by cancer and their carers. It will include personal stories, a wellness and longevity mini workshop, community education, and even the launch of an ongoing support group. There'll also be meaningful reflection on Pρωτομαγιά, I think I said that correctly, symbolising hope and rebirth, along with important conversations around fear, healing, and new treatments. A beautiful initiative bringing people together with purpose and heart. And right now, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome Dr. Helen Kalaboukas to the show. Let me put her mic up. Dr. Kalaboukas, can you hear us okay?
Yes, very well. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure. It's a very dynamic, very impressive program. Congratulations.
Thank you
Wonderful.
so much. Thank you so much. First of all, how are you?
I'm well. I had a difficult time for a year, a cancer in the family. It was very affecting me as well as a carer. So now, after a year, after things have settled, I'm much better. That's why I decided let's do something. There's so many people in my practice. I know so many people in my friends so who have been affected by cancer. They're still trying to get out of there or get over it. So there's so much in the community, and we need to do something about it. We need to be sensitive. We need to be supporting the sufferers and the carers. And that's why we started this new initiative.
That is very inspiring. And I know you're very strong right now. You are going through it yourself. And I truly appreciate that you're opening up to us and to the broader community, showing your vulnerability, showing the real person behind the title. And I truly do appreciate it. And real stories, Dr. Helen, they're more inspiring when they're real stories. People hosting that are going through them themselves. I think that says quite a lot, and it is very challenging and emotional. I can see that as well, but thank you so much. Dr. Helen, what inspired you, other than your personal experience, what inspired you to host Australia's biggest morning tea, and what does this event mean to you personally and for the community? If we can touch on a little bit more to what you started in the opening.
I think it's a great initiative. It's to show people that we care, we can provide something as little as we can. And it's a great, so every year I wanted to do something, but I was always too busy. Now, after being affected myself, I wanted to do it. So I think now, sorry.
That's okay.
It's a very good thing to provide people with support, with information, with all the new research in what's happening, and give them hope. In our culture, it's a very scary thing. Everybody was afraid even to say the name of cancer.
Cancer, yes.
Yeah, and there was a lot of fear. So we want to change that. We want to face it and deal with that. Sorry.
It's okay. But you know what? I'm just recovering from RSV, so I understand what you're going through. Take your time.
Yeah. Thank you. So we want to show a very dynamic, a very positive way, sorry, to make everybody feel supported, feel understood, and feel helped with this, because it can be a very difficult
situation. While you just take
right.
your breath, I'll just quickly brief in Greek to our audience that are listening από την Ελλάδα που μας ακούτε τώρα. Ο γιατρός, η κυρία Ελένη Καλαμπούκας, θα κάνει host ένα πρόγραμμα τούτη την Παρασκευή. Το ονομάζομαι της Αυστραλίας το μεγαλύτερο πρωινό τσαγυρό που κάνουμε και το κάνουμε συνέχεια κάθε χρόνο και μιλάμε για εκείνους που έχουν περάσει καρκίνο, περνάνε καρκίνο, τα άτομα που τους βοηθάνε, τους γιατρούς, τι έχουμε εδώ στην Αυστραλία που μπορούμε να προσφέρουμε, τη βοήθεια που μπορούμε να προσφέρουμε έξω από το σπίτι τους. Και γι' αυτό έχουμε την γιατρίνα εδώ πέρα, την κυρία Helen Kalaboukas, να μας τα εξηγήσει όλα αυτά στα αγγλικά for our broader community. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe it was a bit emotional as well.
That's okay. We can take our time.
Okay, thank you.
I know you've got your wellness head. I know you're a psychologist, and I've got my mental health. I'm a mental health champion too at work. I'm very proud of doing that as well. So it works both ways because we've got to look after you as well, particularly during this show because this is a personal matter as well.
And you're doing a very good job, Rula.
Thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate it. Dr. Kalaboukas, for those affected by cancer, what kind of support and empowerment can they expect to experience on the day?
On that day, we're going to do a lot of different things, like present some new research about all the new therapies, all the help that people can have. We're very lucky in Australia. There's a lot of support in the hospitals, in the doctors, and with psychologists, the specialized psychologists who can help people. So there's a lot of support. But this is from the community, okay? The biggest morning tea, το μεγαλύτερο πρωινό τσάι, που το κάνουμε για να δείξουμε πόσο συμπαραστεκόμαστε, πόσο βοηθούμε αυτούς που περνάνε μια δοκιμασία. Και ελπίζουμε να είναι μόνο μια δοκιμασία, να το ξεπεράσουν και να είναι πιο δυνατοί μετά από αυτό.
Έτσι, μπράβο. Και να σου πω την αλήθεια, τελικά, χτες το βράδυ έλαβα ένα μήνυμα από κάποιον πολύ κλειστό σε μένα, στην οικογένειά μας, που μου είπε και η αδερφή της την έχουν βρει και έχει κάνει ορισμένα procedures και έχει βγάλει ορισμένα parts of her body και της είπα, you know what, it's fine. She's going to protect herself. She's a mum, she's a grandma, so everything else can just go. And everything will be fine. We don't often talk enough about carers. I touched on that about the event. How will this event support those who are caring for loved ones through cancer? Because realistically, I have met with carers, and yes, they are trained to care, but you can only be trained so much. And mental health is a massive one too. And, I don't believe they get enough of that. How do you believe that they will, through this event, will they get some support?
You said it before, no matter how trained you are, like I'm trained for 10 years, but still when I went through my personal experience with my husband who was sick, it was a very empowering, it was very stressful. It was really, I could not even get up in the morning and keep going. So I realized how much carers are affected and how much we need to support them, to be there with them, to show them through gatherings like the morning tea that we hear, we care, and there's positive things we can always use and keep building our resilience, our strength, our support to all the people we love. So yes, there will be a lot of games. We're going to play games. We're going to make it very pleasant and very positive. Some people will talk about what helped them in the process to get better or to help their own people. And so it's going to be a mini seminar, a lot of games. We'll have some people to talk about their experience.
Yes.
And a lot of other games.
I believe Maria Kampyli and possibly Anthea Sidiropoulos, I love Anthea, will be sharing their journeys. Why is it important to include real life stories in an event like this?
Because we're showing to people it's okay. People have recovered, have been through that, and they've recovered. They recovered, and now they're well, and they come in and they help and they supported other people. So it's very important to have some live examples of yes, they can get better, and then some other stories of the carers, how they can make their life better. It's very important to remain positive and resilient and keep working and do the best we can.
Now, you did just touch on and glimpsed onto what people are going to learn and what they'll take away from there. There's going to be little workshops and a lot of games to play, which I think is phenomenal because most of these teas, the morning teas, they sit down, they listen to speakers, but this is more proactivity is happening. So it's not going to be just a one-day event as well, from what I know. You're launching an ongoing support group. How will that work, and who is it for?
In my practice, I've worked with a lot of women who have either been through cancer or they're supporting their loved ones. So that was what made me think, okay, let's have a support group. They need support groups. The hospitals run support groups, but it's different. We want the Greek one to get together, to talk about our culture, to talk about fighting it, being stronger, finding ways to be more positive for our own people and ourselves. So it will be different. And the women have asked for this group. So it will be starting soon after the tea, the morning tea. We're gonna be forming a group to continue meeting every week and supporting the women who need, or the men who need this.
That's fantastic. And I'm really glad that you also touched on for the men who need it too. So it's not
Yes.
just for females, it's also for men and the broader families that are helping out, particularly the carers. There's also a beautiful cultural element with Pρωτομαγιά being acknowledged. Can you share the significance of this message of hope and rebirth in this context? And it's also for me to learn what it's all about.
We chose Pρωτομαγιά. Pρωτομαγιά is a very big celebration in the Greek culture. Everybody goes out in the nature. It's only spring. It's so beautiful flowers, and it's all the rebirth of the nature after the winter. Everybody's is blooming. Everybody's so beautiful. So we've got this hope and rebirth of the nature and of ourselves, and it's that's why we chose Πρωτομαγιά. So there will be some poems, there will be some wreaths of flowers, there will be flowers everywhere, and it's this symbolizing of rebirth. So yes, we're going through a very difficult ordeal, but then there is an end, and we feel positive again, and we regain and we claim our lives back.
That's really beautiful that you've able to collaborate that, because when we go through winter, there's a lot of depression in winter because everything is so cold and doomy and gloomy. And collaborating it with the spring and the flowers and the sunshine and the fresh air. Bravo, sicharitiria that you guys, whoever's worked hard behind the scenes with you to create this event, came up with the idea. I think it's a fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now, fear around cancer can be very overwhelming. And how will the event help educate the community and perhaps shift that fear into understanding and hope, especially when new treatments and about the new treatments that are available today, which you're going to touch on?
Yeah, we've got the cancer council, sorry, the cancer
Cancer
councils, yeah.
Council, yes.
So they have all the information, all the research. They supporting us a lot on this. There will be hundreds and hundreds of morning teas like ours. They're gonna be out this in May. So they chose May to do this. So there will be a lot of teas like ours, and different cultures have their own cultural aspect as well, because we need to address some of the issues we've got in our culture, the fear, the hiding of it, the embarrassment about it, which is all not realistic anymore. They're good therapists. A lot of people recover and they're very well to live as long years. And we're going to also touch longevity and how we can improve our well-being and live longer.
Do you think the stigma is changing?
Hopefully, yes, but there's still a lot of people who are afraid to say cancer, and they are
Is this
afraid, and they
across
call it
the ethnic groups,
yes,
Westerners,
yes,
or so it is more the European, more the ethnic, the broader community
yeah,
outside of
yeah,
Australia?
yeah.
Okay.
Greek culture, Italian, a lot of cultures have this fear. Anglo-Saxons are more open about it, and people who live here, they are more open about it.
There's more
But a lot of
education here
people
and more
still,
awareness here too.
yes,
So
yes, yes,
I always say we're the lucky country. And
yes.
finally, Dr. Kalaboukas, what would you say to someone listening right now who might be thinking about attending? Because
Oh,
I'm
they're very welcome.
I've just got to
It's
tell
gonna
my boss.
yeah, they're all very welcome. They can bring their friends. It's an open space. It's a big hall actually with a lot of good things. We're gonna play games. They're gonna get presents. There's a lot of women there who preparing with all their heart and with a lot of love to welcome everyone who wants to come. So everybody's welcome.
On that note, I want to say a huge thank you, and got a lot of support happening out here from everybody. So Helen Kalaboukas, Dr. Helen Kalaboukas, thank you so, so much. I'm going to do my very best. There's a lot of things happening in my space at work. Hopefully on Friday I can take the time, and I will like to attend to show the support and also to speak to you and see what ongoing support I can do with you in the near future.
Yes, please. I would love to see you, and you're all welcome. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you for letting me speak on your program.
I'm
It's a
sure we will
wonderful
have you on
one.
my show another time more soon, specializing on that topic.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you.
Περαστικά και θα τα πούμε
Thank you.
σύντομα.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Γεια σας.
Thank you. Yeah. And that was the awesome Dr. Helen Kalaboukas.